Hi, everyone, and welcome to Dear FiComm, which is a Dear Abby series for financial advisors on everything marketing related. My name is Candace Carlton, and I'm the Executive Vice President of Advisor Marketing at FiComm. So in this episode, Laura Rotter wrote into us and she said, how could I improve my LinkedIn presence? When we asked her about her ideal client, Laura said, women in midlife who are faced with a life transition, such as a career change, divorce, or otherwise reinventing. So Laura, thank you so much for submitting your question. The first thing that I would invite every advisor to ask is, why do you want to elevate your LinkedIn presence? What does it mean? And what's the ultimate goal? So the way to really think about it is, if a prospective client is checking you out online, which we know that they are doing if they've received a referral to you, if they've seen you speak at an event, maybe they've received an outbound email, call, or they've actually consumed some of your content somewhere, they're going to go online, Google you, check out your website and your social media profiles. So LinkedIn specifically, they're going to be checking out, are you credentialed? Are you legitimate? And they're really trying to understand your education, your certifications, but also check out some of the content that you're creating. Is it high value? And they also want to get kind of a vibe of who you are and what it would be like to work with you. So LinkedIn, more specifically, out of all social platforms, is a little bit more on the professional side in terms of tone. However, it does invite some personality and the ability to demonstrate who you are and what it would be like to work with you. So kind of like your personal vibe. So Laura, when we look at your personal LinkedIn page, the first thing I notice is your headshot. Really welcoming, very authentic, not too stuffy. You're smiling. I get a sense of what it would be like to meet you in person. So I think that's really, really well done. When I look at your banner, I did actually see something on your website. I'm just switching screens right now that I thought might be a good addition to your LinkedIn. So I'm going to switch screens to your website, and I'm going to say this tab at the top of your website where it says, you want to use your wealth to create more freedom and flexibility in your life. Let's align your finances with what matters. I love this because it's really clear in terms of your mission, your values, and how you approach financial planning for your target clients. So I'd explore the opportunity to resize this and use this for your LinkedIn banners. Going back to your personal LinkedIn page, I would also share to everyone that this is a really good place to focus because the LinkedIn algorithm will reward posts from your personal page over your business page. So what does that mean? It just means that it gets your personal posts in front of more people than your business page. So always a good idea to have that business page for legitimacy, but I would focus on posting more consistently from your personal page. So your title, both here that you've got your headline as well as your about section, I thought what's really interesting is you said your mission is to empower midlife professionals to use their money as a tool to create more freedom and flexibility. I saw that in your heading as well. But then when I looked at your your business page, what I saw was, I'm Laura Rotter. My mission is to empower women facing mid-career burnout to use their money as a tool to create more freedom and flexibility. So when I look at your target client, women who are facing some kind of transition or reinvention, I see you specifically saying that on your business page, but not your personal page. So I wondered about that. If your focus truly is on women, I would say go for it, stay committed to it, and put it in your about section. I also thought the about section that you had on your business page really showcased who you're for, your years of experience, your passion, your personality, your leisure time, and ways to contact you. And I thought that was really strong and compelling. And I wondered why there was a distinction or differentiation between your about section on your business page and your personal page. I actually really love the one on your business page, and I'd invite you to potentially make these the same and use your business page one. So if you're committed to women in transition and reinvention, like actually staking a claim and saying that. Looking at your personal page again, I loved how you featured at the top of your page your content that you're creating consistently, your podcast, as well as your YouTube video on who you work best with. So phenomenal. If I'm a prospective client, I've got some additional content and links to read or watch to find out who you are and what you're about. You also did a really beautiful job of showcasing all the places that you worked, your education and your certification and credentials. So I thought that was really phenomenal. When you're thinking about posting, I'll just give you some quick tips to optimize your reach. So the more people you're in front of on LinkedIn, I would recommend that advisors post on LinkedIn 2 to 3 times a week. That's quite consistent. You want 2 of those posts to be high value education. So for you, Laura, maybe it's snippets of your podcast, and you can have a mix of like a picture with some text or an actual video clip or audiogram. So I would recommend that. And then 1 post a week showcasing you in your personal life, if that's appropriate. So maybe there was a meeting that you had with a client, or you ran a triathlon, I'm just making up stuff, or you bring your dog to the office once a week, or you were at a women's event, Women in Wealth. So showcasing that mix of professional and personal. And then making sure that on LinkedIn, you're connected to all your current clients. And if you're not, I'd recommend that you do that, because you'll then have indirect access to their network, which is people like them. So potential prospects for you. And then for extra credit, each time you post, I'll invite you to block 10 minutes of going on and engaging or being social on LinkedIn and commenting on other people's posts. Why? Because the more you engage, the more the LinkedIn algorithm will reward you, and more of your posts will show up in front of people that you want them to show up in front of. So ideally you post and then you leave a comment on 3 people's posts. And ideally those 3 people are people that are your clients or look like your clients and are genuine and thoughtful, not just cool to see that or commenting for the sake of commenting, but something kind of thoughtful. That should grow your presence on LinkedIn, so you hopefully get in front of more of the right types of prospects. The feedback around aligning your banner, your headline, your about section should help any prospect coming in the door understand exactly who you are, the value that you could create for them, and the type of people that you work with, which is hopefully people like them. So Laura, I hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions, please submit them. For anyone watching us, we love hearing your advisor marketing questions, so please feel free to submit them to Dear FiComm. Until next time.